hemp operation in Scottsbluff is ready to make a splash in the state's newest industry, and the public got a first-hand look at what Western Farm Seed has to offer. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, in the 2018 Farm Bill, industrial hemp was removed from the controlled substance list, and this year, Nebraska legalized hemp production for fiber, grain, or CBD oil. One of the limited hemp growing licenses went to Western Farms LLC in Scottsbluff, whose new operation is in the old Alex TLC building. President P.J. Haynes says they got the idea after the Farm Bill legalized the growing of industrial hemp and became very intrigued.
I had an uncle up in Minnesota that grew some. We went up and visited up there, and it was phenomenal. The whole community was involved. Growers, just small acreages, everybody working together, learning together. It was actually fairly inspirational. So absolutely, that's what really invigorated us about this project. So we wanted to come out and introduce this to Western Nebraska.
Once they got their license, they have hit the ground running in their first few months.
And here we have a full bay hemp seed feminized production. We have 3 different varieties, about 750 plants that are put in here.
Western Farms is projecting employment through the project will add nearly $900,000 to the local economy in the first year, $2.4 million in year 2, and more than $3.3 million in the third year. In addition, the partnership is projecting nearly $9.3 million in the purchase of local products, services, and resources over that same 3-year period.
Well, we're very excited about the opportunity for economic impact, not only with local area producers that want to take advantage of this opportunity, but also the opportunity for other manufacturing industries to get involved, from processing to harvesting, transportation. There's going to be a big impact, I think, from the local economy, not just what we're doing here at the greenhouse, but from a manufacturing standpoint where we're manufacturing seed as well as manufacturing of other harvesting implements or processing equipment.
All industrial hemp produced in Nebraska must have a THC concentration of less than 0.3%. Production and use of marijuana and THC for medical and recreational purposes remains illegal here in Nebraska. Well, an active shooter threat today in the Twin Cities kept authorities plenty busy this morning. Gering police say shortly after 8 a.m., officers were dispatched to a home in the 1800 block of 20th Street for disturbance with a weapon. Captain Jason Rogers says 40-year-old Matt Arnold got into a verbal argument, and when he was driving away from the residence, fired multiple shots into the air. Officers received information that Arnold made threats to his place of employment in Gering, and authorities took appropriate steps to protect those employees. Arnold was believed to be driving a white 1997 Chevy pickup with plates 21-308P when he left the residence. Several area schools went into lockdown mode as a result of the police activity, and Rogers says Gering police were assisted by the Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Office, Scottsbluff Police Department, Nebraska State Patrol, and National Park Service, who checked several locations for Arnold, but have not been able to locate him as of broadcast time. For the latest information, you can head on over to our website at kneb.com. Well, the documentary film highlighting the horse racing ties of Minnetonka native John Nayrud and father and son Marion and Jack Berg of Central Nebraska has garnered its first film festival award. American Doorstop Project co-producers Jody Lamp and Melody Dobson say Born to Rein earned full-length documentary film honors during the 2019 Equus Film Festival Winnie Awards ceremony this past weekend at the Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington, Kentucky. Jody Lamp tells us it was the 3rd film festival competition for the documentary and one they really looked forward to.
Before we even had the film named, people from that organization were reaching out to us, just knowing the subject matter and knowing the characters that we had described that would be in it. So we were honored to be there and then honored to get the award as well.
Lamp says for those who want to see the documentary but didn't get the chance to do so in theaters, it's now available on DVD. Well, straight ahead, the lawyer's in with your weekend weather forecast. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
When you're Arby's, you can do certain things like load roast beef and curly fries onto a sandwich. Add horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce on there. Sell them 2 for $6. And when you're Arby's, you can call it the Arbinator. Because if you aren't, Arbinator is a super strange name to just invent. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meat.
Temperatures are going to fall down into the teens overnight tonight and 20s with some snow showers developing here towards morning. Winds have come down though, see only in the 10-mile-an-hour range. Then by the time we get into early tomorrow morning, winds will be calm out there. So winds are going to decrease. They've already come down some. They'll come down even more. Snow showers tomorrow as we're in a pattern change from the mild temperatures we had yesterday to colder temperatures by tomorrow, and it's going to be colder through the weekend. And then next week, we're going to see some breezes at times, but generally not too bad of a week. 53 yesterday for a high. Missed a record there by just 12 degrees. Still nothing in the rain gauge, just a trace for the month so far, and almost 20 inches for the year. We'll see if we can get there. We have a couple more weeks left to add on some more precip. 28 in Casper, 23 in Laramie. It's colder in the high air country. Rapid City also at 27. We're in the 30s in our region. Low 40s sneaking up into as far as McCook. And then that cold air's retreated a bit. We're in the teens and 20s now, and last night we were in the single digits and teens there in eastern portions of South Dakota. We have 30s in our area, 34 a popular number at Mullen, Oshkosh, also over in Wheatland, and everybody else a couple of degrees either side of that. Winds have come down. They were up in that 20 to 30 plus mile an hour range for a while. We're now down into the single digits and teens for miles an hour wind, but we still have very cold wind chills associated with those winds, dropping us down into the low 20s for many locations, 18 right now for a low in Cheyenne. Some snow off to our east. That will dissipate and move out of the area early and off to the east. But this is the bigger show we're going to be watching for tomorrow. By sunrise, we could already have some ongoing snow in southeastern Wyoming. Temperatures overnight going to fall down into the low 20s for most everybody. A few upper teens, 13 in Valentine, that colder air. Again, just off to our northeast. Let's go back to the forecast then for tomorrow. We watch this band of snow early tomorrow morning start to get organized. By mid to late morning, it pushes across the area. It may be a brief period of some snow, but we will have some off and on snow showers throughout the day. And then that dissipates and pushes off to the east and out of our region as we go through the overnight hours tomorrow night into early Sunday morning. Temperatures going to be a lot colder tomorrow. Going to struggle to get into the above freezing range, mainly along that I-80 corridor. Everybody else below freezing for highs tomorrow. 24 in Valentine, the coldest region. Snowfall totals, we could have a few bands of some light to moderate amounts. Most of these lighter areas, maybe an inch or less, maybe a couple of inches here in some of the northern portions of the Panhandle into the central sandhill or north central sandhills. Could end up with maybe a couple 3 inches out of that. In a few areas, don't be surprised if maybe you get 3 or 4 inches, but most everybody I think going to be fairly light at an inch or less. Turning overcast as clouds increase, 22 tonight For tomorrow, some light snow showers off and on. They're not going to be continuous. We may have a burst for a little bit and then be dry for most of the rest of the day. 35 is your high temperature tomorrow, so much colder. As we go into Sunday, we stay in the low 30s, mid-30s. On into Monday and Tuesday. We kick up the winds a little bit Monday and Tuesday of next week, but we'll have sunshine around. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday looks like a really good week, end of the week there. If you're thinking about getting some traveling in pre-Christmas, well, late next week might be the time to do it, as things may turn a bit more active the week of Christmas, and we will certainly keep you up to date on the Christmas week forecast as we get into next week.
Behold the Arbinator. Behold the roast beef and cheddar cheese sauce. Behold the horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and curly fries. Beholding 2 of them for only $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Known previously as Angela's Bridal and Boutique in downtown Scottsbluff, now tuxedos and men's formal wear by Angela's. Brought to you by Weborg 21 Center. We are excited to offer you more one-on-one customer service. Whether you need a tux for the wedding, a suit for the office, or you're just ready to step up your everyday fashion. And don't forget our second location. Angela's Boutique is now located at Bianco & Company in downtown Scottsbluff, still empowering women to look and feel their most confident. The same great boutique, now just down the street.
Welcome back. A 19-year-old who recently moved away from Scottsbluff has been arrested and extradited back to Nebraska to face a charge of forcible first-degree sexual assault. Brandon Calderon was booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center on Wednesday evening on the Class 2 felony charge after the warrant for his arrest was served in Illinois. Court documents say that earlier this year, a juvenile female reported the sexual assault to authorities. She claims that Calderon had messaged her on February 20th and invited her to join him for lunch. The affidavit continues to say that instead, he took her to a house in Scottsbluff where he then allegedly sexually assaulted her. A warrant for his arrest was issued and served on November 25th in Illinois, and on Wednesday night he was booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center on the charge. Well, last night at the Gehring Civic Center was a celebration to mark the official 100th birthday for the Scottsbluff National Monument. National Park Service Ranger Kayla Gasker says it's been a fantastic year celebrating the centennial of the signing of the 1919 resolution by President Woodrow Wilson, creating the National Monument. Last night's celebration included a proclamation reading by local mayors and the chair of the county board, an interpretive program including a timeline of the history of the monument, digital prints on William Henry Jackson artwork that generally hasn't been displayed, as well as cake and ice cream. And U.S. Senator Ben Sasse announced that a member of his staff will be hosting mobile offices next Friday in Dawes and Box Butte counties. These office hours will provide Nebraskans with a face-to-face opportunity to speak with a member of Senator Sasse's staff about federal government-related issues. The first mobile office will be held in Chadron at the Dawes County Courthouse from 10 until noon, and the second one will be held at the Alliance Public Library from 1 to 3. Well, straight ahead, Rebel and Alex will be in with your Friday 5. They'll be back with that in just 90 seconds.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different. card-carrying fan. Get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Coming up on this week's edition of Friday 5, a $20,000 award was presented at the Nebraska Power Farming Show. Plus, we have the latest on the USMCA agreement.
As always, this week's edition of Friday 5 is brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Number 5 on the countdown, the Nebraska Power Farming Show was held in Lincoln this week. It's the second largest indoor farm show in the U.S., and it spans 9.2 acres, boasting 760 exhibitors and over 2,000 booths.
The award-winning AgBot was on display at the show. Purdue University's AgBot is an autonomous machine capable of identifying plants, destroying weeds, and fertilizing crops, all while navigating the field.
Since its inaugural year in 2007, the Power Farming Show has nearly tripled in size.
Here at the Rural Radio Network, we are excited to announce our Women in Agriculture series.
Each week, we will highlight women from across the state and nation and the unique role they play in agriculture and the diversity within that role.
If you know a woman who deserves to be recognized for her efforts within the agriculture industry, you can nominate her on the Rural Radio Network website.
Nominations will be accepted through December 31st.
The USDA's Farm Service Agency Conservation Reserve Program sign-up has officially begun.
Farmers and ranchers who enroll in CRP get a yearly payment for voluntarily establishing long-term resource-conserving plant species like approved grasses or trees that help control erosion.
The 2018 Farm Bill lifted the cap on 22 million acres and increased it to 27 million. The sign-up period ends on February 28th for general CRP, while the sign-up for continuous CRP is ongoing.
Moving on, the Nebraska Power Farming Show held its Ag Tech Innovation Competition on Wednesday. Scott Niewohner with Dynamic Motion took home both the $5,000 People's Choice Award and the $20,000 grand prize. The competition featured 5 ag tech startups pitching their latest ideas to help farmers and ranchers manage their operations more effectively. The competition was even emceed by our very own Chad Moyer.
On Tuesday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced a win for workers and Democrats, saying they reached an agreement with the Trump administration to move the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement forward.
Pelosi says the agreement is infinitely better than what was initially proposed by the administration. Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue says the agreement improves virtually every component of the North American Free Trade Agreement.
The Trump administration now must send implementing legislation to the House. A vote in the House isn't likely this week, but lawmakers say they are hopeful for a vote possibly next week.
And that's a wrap on this week's edition of Friday 5 from the Nebraska Power Farming Show.
A big thanks to the Nebraska Corn Board for presenting this week's episode. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys, and we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Hey Grandma, thanks for all the gifts.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we are too.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Mom, Dad, say hi to Grandma.
Hey,
Hi. Oh, miss you guys.
We're making your famous mashed potatoes.
Set the crock pot on high.
Wow, technology sure has changed.
Everyone, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
When a strong, reliable network really counts, let our Allo family worry about the technology that keeps you connected.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, before we break for the weekend, it's time to honor the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. the week, we head to Scottsbluff High School, where PVC associates John Marshall and Jill Allen were on hand to recognize senior Allyson Gion with this week's nomination.
Allyson is an exemplary role model inside and outside of the classroom. She maintains excellent grades while balancing dual credit classes in her extracurricular activities, including Skills USA. Allyson volunteers in our community extensively, mentors students, is a member of our Link crew, and is an active youth member in her church.
Allyson has a 4.0 GPA and this summer completed an intensive internship opportunity with Regional West.
That was a great opportunity for me. I was so excited that it was presented. We got to go through multiple different departments at the hospital, and it was a great opportunity. I saw so many things, and it just made me so excited to go into nursing.
Nice. So you're on the right path. Tell me about your future plans. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
I plan to get my RN here at UNMC, and I don't know. I feel like there's so many opportunities for me. I am still in search of exactly what field of nursing I want to go into, and I have the desire to maybe pursue my doctorate in nursing as well. So that's exciting.
And from time to time, you can also find her at the local elementary schools.
I also volunteer out in the community more as well through 4-H. We partner with the school at Roosevelt, and we mentor the elementary children. And I teach Sunday school and youth group at my church, and I do a lot of other volunteering as well.
Allyson also likes to keep plenty busy with other extracurricular activities.
I am in show choir and choir. I also do track. I throw in track. That's about it.
Congratulations once again to Scottsbluff High School senior Allyson Gion, the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. And if you'd like to nominate a deserving K-12 student to be the next Star Student of the Week, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.